Welcome back everyone, I'm K Plays Games, this is FTL, and you left us at the end of Sector 4 on our Zoltan Cruiser Type A playthrough. We've now got 2 ion blasts which are theoretically able to take down any numbered shield, which is great, work really well in conjunction with our halberd beam. We've just added another tick of weapons power, so if we need to we can depower something and get the Lato missile up and running. Although we have been looking more and more into doing boarding actions because we have a mantis and a human who are able to board. We've got a level 2 teleporter. We're looking alright on this run so far. It's not perfect, it's not terrible, it's just alright. So we were discussing whether or not to go down to this rebel controlled sector and then force ourselves into a nebula, but I like having choices, so I think we'll do the Zoltan homeworlds. Ion blasts do double damage against other Zoltan ships, so we'll be fine. We arrive in Zoltan space. From what you've heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. Okay, there is a nebula everywhere and we have to go into at least one nebula ping to get out of here because the exit is all the way up here. I kind of want to come down here and do this quite dense cluster of pings, and then we'll maybe look at going into this nebula, which will slow down the enemy fleet. I think we're going to ignore all this stuff up here. If we go this way, we're going to be forced into a big loop. Yeah, let's go down. You discover one of the rebels' autonomous scouts. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Let's continue. At least it's not spilling up its FTL drive. Alright, let's identify. We've paused. Let's do identify. It's 1 heavy laser 1, which will take down 1 layer of shield, and the halberd beam, which can not get through 2 layers of shield. So if we have 3 layers of shield, we're invincible to this thing. So this thing can't hurt us. So what we're going to do, we're just going to stagger the ion blast, wait for the first one to get halfway through its cycle, and then fire the second one. If they both hit, theoretically, they will take down an infinite number of shields. So I think I'm just going to sit here for a while, go AFK and train up our weapons guy. And possibly our shields guy and maybe even the evasion guys. They won't get any evasion from the halberd beam, but if and when the heavy laser misses, they'll get evasion from that. I think we'll just wait until the weapons guy is fully trained and then we'll kill it with the halberd beam. So let's fast forward and get through this. Alright, our weapons guy is now fully trained, so the weapons are charging 20% faster, which makes the ion blast even better at taking down an infinite number of shields, and helps the halberd beam get much faster as well. Although we do seem to have missed quite a few shots recently, because our shields are still up. Now they're down. Let's get the halberd beam on board. There we go, nearly dead. Just finish off with another halberd beam. We got a couple of evasions during that. I'm not going to sit here for ages and wait to get another 3 evasions. Life's too short. The ship explodes, giving us 1 fuel, 1 missile and 56 scrap. That's fantastic. There's a store here. I mean, if we go there, we'll have to come back to this ping. Doubling back. Is it worth it with only 69 scrap? I don't think so. Let's go this way. Okay, like many areas of Zoltan space, the residents of this sector prepared well for the Galactic War. The military here seem to have given up reasoning with foreigners, preferring instead to attack on sight. Alright, let's pause. Let's identify. They have a Burst Laser Mark II, which can theoretically take down 3 layers of shields, so we're going to have to keep our shields up. That's a Hulm beam, that can wreck us if our shields go down. That's a mini beam drone, which again can wreck us if our shields go down. We're going to have to damage their weapons, which we can't do at the minute because they have a Zoltan shield, but never fear, we have double ion blast. Let's ion blast the shield, and then as soon as that one is halfway through, we'll ion blast the shield. Okay, we've hit the drone. That's a little bit annoying. That's our Zoltan shield has gone down immediately. Come on, come on. All I need to see is 1 shield down. Annoyingly, they respawned their drone right in front of our weapon. Right, one shield has gone down. Let's hit as many rooms as we can. 4 like that. 1 here, 2 there, 2 there if we're lucky. Well, let's turn the beam off. They do have a med base, so there was no way we were going to be able to knock the med bay off line. Let's just do the same again. That's undead. Ship explodes, leaving behind 2 missiles, 1 drone and 36 more scrap. Not bad. Double ion blast is just so nice. It is so nice. 3 would be better. A small shuttle appears on the local radar. Turns out it's a rebel automated scout, which has a laser which does 1, a combat drone which does between 1 and 3, depending on how far it moves between each shot, a beam drone and a mini beam. Potentially could hurt us, so we're going to keep our shields and evasion at maximum. Again, we're just going to stagger our ion blasts. I think that was the max evasion. Yep, that is now our piloting and engines both at max. Our evasion has gone up from 24 to 30, which is staggeringly good. Right, now let's halberd beam the shields. Keep the shields off, or at least under pressure. At least we destroyed their piloting, so that their evasion is now 0, so we will keep the shields off forever. And we're just going to destroy all their weapons now. There we go. Then we'll come back and do this side of the ship again, and then it'll blow up. Lovely. Alright, halberd beam for the win! Ship explodes, leaving 1 fuel, 1 drone and 55 more scrap. Now we should think about upgrading stuff a little bit more than it is. I really want to get more evasion, so I think we'll do 2. Another couple of power bars to fuel that. 40% evasion is pretty damn good. And we'll save our scrap and we'll go for the maximised crew teleporter, because we're going to need that eventually anyway. This one now. We have a message broadcast from a nearby planet. Announces the presence of an ancient Zoltan monastery available for visiting. Likely just a tourist trap, but still, too bad you don't have time to visit. Nothing here. Well, let's move on. Well, let's go up to this ping. Asteroid belt. You arrive in an asteroid belt and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mineral Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. We don't have time for this. Right, let's have a look what they've got. They have an ion, which is a little bit annoying. That will take down our Zoltan shield fairly quick. So will the asteroids in the asteroid belt. They have a beam drone, which is of no consequence once the shields go down, and they have a halberd beam, which might be a little bit annoying, because our shields might go down to 1 from ion pressure and asteroid bombardment. Do you have a med base, so there's not much point. Because we are actually in danger of being damaged, we could use the ion blast and Lito to keep their medbay offline all the time and then board them and kill them with the madness and the human, but it takes so long, we'd be in too much danger for too long. So we're just going to ion blast their shields and stagger our ion blasts as always. There we go, lovely, lovely. That's their ion shield and our ion shield both gone. Right, that's their shields down currently, so let's smash the piloting and the shields. Well, these guys are just going to die very quickly, because I think the asteroids are probably going to kill them before our halberd beam is ready to fire again, or perhaps not. I haven't seen too many asteroids in this asteroid belt. Well, there we are, dead. And we got 2 missiles, 1 drone and 45 more scrap. Excellent. Let's jump. Oh, there is a distress signal here, but... we could do that, you know, because that beacon would not be swallowed up by the time we come out, and the next beacon is quite some distance away. Then we could get into the nebula, potentially. Alright, let's do it. It's an asteroid belt. Your jump interrupts the Zoltan security ship as it follows a Mantis pirate into an asteroid belt. They message you. Your presence here will continue to be tolerated, but please do not interfere. We can help the Zoltans kill the Mantis. We can interfere and fight the Zoltans, or we can not interfere. Let's help the Zoltans kill the Mantis. You overtake the Zoltan and catch up with the Mantis ship in the asteroid belt. Time to make some friends. Right, they have a missile, which is quite annoying. They have a medbay, which is also quite annoying, so we will not be boarding. So hopefully we shouldn't need either the teleporter or the medbay. We might need our defense drone. And as usual, we'll just put pressure on the shields with our ion weapons. And come on. Yes. They're going to die very, very quickly. There they go. That was short and sweet. As you're salvaging the Mantis wreck, the Zoltan security patrol returns with 3 other ships. We quickly salvage what we can and get the hell out of here. We get 3 fuel, 2 missiles and 31 more scrap. Not a bad little fight. I like that. Didn't get a quest out of it, but at least we got a fight and some scrap. Another Zoltan research facility, which we're going to decline. We are not risking the crew we have. We need them all, especially not the Zoltans. If we lose the Zoltans, we'll start losing power bars, and that's just a disaster. Alright. We pick up the last broadcast from a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis, they're here, please! You're interrupted by fire off the port bow. So let's have a look. They have a laser which does 1 shot, and halberd beam which does 2. They also have a teleporter, so they might board us. They have a medbay, which is quite annoying for us at boarding them. So I think we're just going to ion their shields. Staggered as always. Might want to turn on the medbay in case they get through our Zoltan shield, which you probably will. The halberd beam's going to take it down all on its own. Yeah, here they come. He's going to try and attack our pilot, is he? We could just try and disable their teleporter and then fire a missile at the shield, which will bring someone at least into the shield room. Let's try and kill this guy. Alright, we killed him. We might actually go for a crew kill here, you know. Because we can then lato their... Yeah, we can lato their medbay and then jump in, and as long as the shields are damaged, that Mantis is going to stay there and try and repair them. So we'll just damage them some more. Alright, crew kill out of nowhere. Alright, us. So that Mantis is not going to go anywhere until he's finished repairing the shield, so we'll just leave him doing his thing and we'll smash up some of the ship to get some close combat experience. Pretty good result, all told. Well, our human is now green trained at close combat. That's pretty cool. Man, these guys have got a lot of engine HP. It's really cool because Mantis take forever to fix things. So we're going to get quite a lot of experience from this. How come the humans getting all the XP? God. Well, that's fine. Hey! Ooh, interesting. We find a weapon system on the ship. With no crew to stop you, we can install it on our own. Now that is a great result. 26 scrap and a small bomb. Small bombs are great because unlike LATO missiles, they cannot be intercepted. Goodbye LATO missile, you've served us well. Hello small bomb, I love you. Bombs just teleport directly into the enemy ship. so defense drones don't get a chance to shoot them down. That is a great result. I kind of think we need more power bars. We'll just have a look at the star map first, just in case there was a store nearby. We'll just buy more power bars. And we're going to maximize our teleporter. Excellent. Here, then there, then exit, I think. You never see glance out the windows, but the only thing to greet you is more clouds and silence. Empty beacons. Very annoying. Now, we have to go up here. You cycle through wideband comm channels as soon as you arrive, and nothing but static. Another goddamn empty beacon. Well, that was a anticlimax for this sector, wasn't it? Nothing. And another refueling platform. Might as well take 6 fuel. Now we can go to the exit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. Will something else happen here? Alright, we arrive in the system and immediately discover a pirate ship nearby. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard. We clamber aboard and come out with our arms full of 1 missile, 1 drone and 47 scrap. Nice. Next sector. Alright, we have options. We can go to the Slug Home Nebula, and then this red sector, and then the final battle, or we can go to the pirate controlled one and give ourselves an option of 2 different ones. I think pirate controlled. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with the last few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. Let's have a look at the sector map, and we can start off with this because why not? And god, there's not very many pings, though this looks quite nice because all these are connected to the exit, so we can go here, here, and then kind of noodle around up here and then head down here and do all these. Yeah, right, let's go. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Let's activate our advanced weapons threateningly. What this essentially does is upgrades the ship. If we attack the pirate, it will be a mediocre ship. If we activate our advanced weapons, it then upgrades their ship through the magic of game code. So we'll get a more difficult fight. So let's do that. They hail you. There's no need for aggression. Perhaps this would convince you to look the other way. That is an awful lot of scrap, so I think I'm going to take this bribe. 4 fuel and 65 scrap is too good to turn down. Thank you guys. 65 scrap for doing nothing. Asteroid belt. Oh dear. You arrive in an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Prepare for a fight. Oh, it's pause. Oh, mighty. This thing has 3 layers of shield, which most definitely means all of our ion has to go there, and maybe our small bomb as well. They have a burst laser Mark II, which does 3 shots, a combat drone, which does between 1 and 3 shots, a mini beam, and a beam drone. These guys can absolutely wreck us. And of course there's asteroids going to be hitting us as well. Right, we're going to have to ion the shields no matter what. I think we might small bomb their weapons just to try and knock off that giant laser. Yeah. And we missed. But, okay, halberd beam's ready. They've only got 1 shield. We're going to do 1 damage to each of these rooms. If we're lucky, it'll take down their... Ah, damn, missed. They got 2 layers of shield up just when the beam went into that room. Ah, we've taken some hull damage. No. Right, that's their weapons destroyed now. Very annoying. Right, now it's dead. God, that was a nightmare. Let's get the human in here, because Oh, alright. The Mantis actually fixed it before the human got there. Well done, Mr. Mantis. 194 scrap, pretty good. Can't spend it because we're in an asteroid belt. So let's get out of the asteroid belt. We said we were going to go up this way. A rebel ship moves in to engage. You attempt to open communications but realise the futility of that action when you see the ship is run by an AI. It has no drones, which is nice. It does have an ion 1 and a heavy ion and a halberd beam. This thing could damage us. So let's ion the shields straight away. And then just do permanent halberd slash right across the ship. There we go. Now that its piloting's been destroyed, all of our ions will hit every time, which is great. Which means their shields will just cease to be a thing. Indeed, the entire ship has ceased to be a thing. And it leaves behind 2 fuel, 1 drone and 45 scrap. Distress beacon. Alright, we're going to do that, but before we do that, I think I'm going to invest in what is quite a luxury of the 4th layer of shields. We won't buy the power bars for it just yet. We'll hang on to 59 scrap. So we have the option of having 4 layers of shield. You locate a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. We can send in a crew to control the crowds, we can ignore the quest and run away, or because we have upgraded our medbay, we can synthesize a cure, so let's do that. Your military-grade medical computers are easily able to isolate the cause of the virus, a previously unknown spore that was unearthed during excavations. You are quickly able to inform the colony's leaders of your success in reverse engineering a cure. And we get 4 missiles, 1 drone and 27 scrap from that. Excellent. Let's push onwards. You're immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello travellers, your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? Oh, yes please. What is your offer? Some of our friends have taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. We'd like you to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging the ship. We'll pay you well as long as you don't kill them all. Now this one is always good fun. Just be sure not to blow them up, they say nervously as they direct you to a nearby moon. You find the pirate ship docked there. They immediately respond to your appearance with, your money or your life. They must be new to this. And as the mission said, we're supposed to damage them enough that they give up. And if they do that, then we get a decent amount of scrap and a free augmentation. Now this thing is pretty nasty. It has a laser that does 2, a laser that does 2, so that's 4 laser shots, which means we're going to need 4 layers of shield. And they do have a very large missile, which is quite concerning. We're not going to board them, because even though they have no medbay, we're supposed to let them live. We're not supposed to kill them all, and we'll activate the defense drone. So that's us immune to them now, which is great. Which means we can destroy them at our leisure. We're going to ion the shields. Unless we miss, of course. Then when the shields go down to 1, we'll do a little bit more. We'll do some halberd beam goodness. There we go. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Let's... Now their missile looks as if it's about to fire. And our defense drone's just been destroyed and its cooldown is not going to be good enough. If we're lucky, our small bomb will take that missile offline. It missed. If we're lucky, the halberd beam will do it. Nope, but it's the end of the fight anyway. Oh, got away with that. These big missiles can do major damage. They hail your ship saying, you win, we're not cut out for this. We can keep the fight going, or we can let them live and return to the settlement. I'm letting them live before that missile fires. Okay, they did not give us an augmentation, they gave us 63 scrap and another halberd beam. I suppose you think that's funny. Well, we didn't get an augmentation. Usually, you get an augmentation. No stores in range. Let's go up and then we'll start coming down. Very annoying. Alright, mercenaries are swarming the galaxy now, knowing that their less than legal services are in demand during this period of unrest. One is waiting at this beacon and hails you. We can pay them to delay the rebels, we can hire them to scout the sector, we can fight them, or we can leave. I'm gonna hire these guys to scout the sector to uncover where all the stores and everything else on this sector map is. It's only 11 scrap, so let's have a look. Alright, there's a store right here, look. Asteroid belt. Fight, a fight, and a fight. So let's go straight down for this store. That was 11 scrap well spent. Asteroid belt. Pirate ship was lying in wait inside this asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Let's turn and fight. Okay. We're going to board these guys and kill them because they have no medbay and they've only got an NG and a human, and one human and one mantis is more than enough to kill that. We're going to keep an evasion at maximum because we're on an asteroid belt. They have a heavy laser 1 which does 1 damage, a mini beam which does a little bit of damage only if you have no shields, and a laser mark 3 which does 5 shots but has a spool up time of about 6,000 years. So let's just board them. Good stuff. I think I'll put the bomb in the shields just to drag one of them out of piloting. Because I think the human versus human matchup was going to get our human killed. Well, right, cool. We have been showered with really high grade weaponry all the way through this little run. We've been given 3 fuel, 1 drone, 58 scrap, and another Pegasus missile system. Well done, guys, that was awesome. They did manage to spool up their laser mark 3, but luckily our evasion was high enough that they didn't puncture through all 4 layers of shield. Let's go straight for the store. I believe our cargo bay is now full. You detect life signs on the beacon itself. A teleporter signal warns you, but it's too late. They've beamed from the beacon onto your ship and seem intent on taking it over. They have a super shield bypass unit. Boarders are on board. 3 humans. Not great. Let's get these guys in here and... I'm going to put all of our guys in here. And then we're going to vent this room to at least damage them and to stop them destroying the shields. I did that because the shields got so much hit points, we don't have to worry about it. It's more like it. Get these guys nice and damaged. And this room will very quickly fill up as well. Or the oxygen will fill out, I should say. Let's let this guy in. He's now dead. And let's let these 2 in. Close the doors. Everyone's dead. Job done. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's go and fix our ship. And then ourselves. That was easy. Didn't get any systems destroyed, because destroyed systems remove 1 point of hull damage. That went about as well as could have been expected. And we'll just have to wait while the Zoltans run around and absolutely screw up our power system. Right, now we're back in action. Store. Let's see what we can buy and sell. What have they got? They've got some good stuff. They have a second mantis. Right, we're going to get rid of the Leto and the Halberd beam and one of the Pegasus. We're going to keep one. Firebomb. Fire beams are always good fun, but to be honest, if we're going to be boarding, I'd rather do it with like humans and Mantis. So that's a crew almost maxed out, I believe. And we could buy another crew member, you know. Stealth weapons, shield charge booster, advanced FTL, navigation, things we don't need. We don't need any more missiles, drones, or fuel. I'm just going to buy another human. Alright. So, we now have a double Mantis boarding party and 2 humans. Now, if we put this human in piloting and then put the Zoltan in the shields and then this human here and this guy up here, we've now maximised the power distribution because this Zoltan is now actually providing power rather than just being in the piloting. And this guy, even though our evasion's gone down from 40 to 37, Nathan only needs to dodge 13 things. No, not Nathan. Rafael only needs to dodge 13 more things to put it back up to 40, and that'll happen really quickly. That means you've almost got someone in doors and almost got someone in sensors and 2 Mantis to board, and the guys in doors and sensors will be the backup boarding crew. Alright, pretty cool. Fire bombs are pretty damn nice. Fire beams are almost hilarious. But I think we're going to stick with the weapons we've got. We're holding on to this Pegasus for the final boss. I would quite like to buy more power bars, because we might need all 4 shields and the defense drone and the weapons and the teleporters all at the same time, and the small bomb as well. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Then we'll spend the last scrap on just upgrading the engines a little bit more, so we can easily depower something else and put the evasion back up to 42, which will be 45 once a Rafael gets fully trained, which shouldn't take too long. One more ping before the exit. The AI of a nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Right, he has a cloak, so we're gonna definitely need to put out our defense drone. Cloaks are really annoying because they halt our weapon charge, which means it's also going to give them a chance to repair their ion cooldown or set out the ion cooldown. But as long as our drone doesn't miss the missiles, we'll eventually chip away at this thing. Now, should I do that and try and take the clock offline? Well, it didn't work, but at least we damaged it. Now I could, yeah, I'm going to small bomb because we've got 41 missiles. I'm going to launch a bomb at the cloak, try and knock it offline. It will hit because their piloting's been destroyed, so their evasion is now 0. Oh, we just timed that perfectly. Man, that was like frame perfect. Drone, do not miss that missile. Good boy. Alright. What could have been a bit of a danger, really wasn't. 2 more fuel, 1 more drone, 61 more scrap. Excellent. And to the exit. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within the nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Oh, well, no other events here, so that'll be the end of this sector, and indeed the end of this episode. We haven't actually bought any more weapons. Well, we were given this small bomb, which has replaced the lethal, which is great, because it now means that enemy defense drones are no longer a problem. They have nothing to shoot down. And this is a defense drone Mark II, in which case I might shoot down their ion blast, which will be a problem. But we haven't met any of them yet. Dual ion blast and halberd beam has been working miracles. It's been taking down 3 layers of shields on the enemy. We've done lots of upgrades. We bought 4 crew members. We now have a double Mantis boarding crew, one of whom is max trained, one of whom is half trained. We've got a new pilot who's almost half trained already. He's almost up to maximum evasion. We've done lots of ship upgrades as well. So we're looking pretty good. And in the next sector, I think, ooh, tempting. I will leave that decision for the next episode. So I hope to see you again for that, and I hope you look after yourself until then. I will speak to you again very soon.